Today's lesson is on solving equations using addition and subtraction. A solution of an equation is a value that makes the equation true. So now we're going to check solutions. We're going to tell whether the given value is a solution of the equation. So for number 1, we have a plus 6 equals 17. And we want to see if a equals 9. So instead of a, we're going to put in our 9. So we have 9 plus 6 equals 17. 9 plus 6 is 15. So we have 15 equals 17. And 15 does not equal 17. So this is not a solution. And now for number 2, we have 9 minus g equals 5. And we want to see if g equals 3. So we have 9 minus g, and we're plugging in 3 for g, equals 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. So we have 6 equals 5. 6 does not equal 5, so this is not a solution. And now for number 3, we have 35 equals 7n. And we want to see if n equals 5. So we have 35 equals 7 times n, and n is 5. So we have 35 equals, and 7 times 5 is 35. And 35 does equal 35. So this is a solution. And for number 4, we have q divided by 2 equals 28. And we want to see if q equals 14. So we have 14 divided by 2 equals 28. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So we have 7 equals 28. And 7 does not equal 28. So this is not a solution. You can use inverse operations to solve equations. Inverse operations undo each other. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations. The addition property of equality tells us if you add the same number to each side of an equation, the two sides remain equal. And the subtraction property of equality tells us that if you subtract the same number from each side of an equation, the two sides remain equal. Now we're going to look at solving equations using addition. So we're going to solve the equation. So for number 5, we have k minus 3 equals 1. We want to look at the side of the equation that has our variable. So we're going to look at the left-hand side. We have k minus 3. We want k by itself. So if we are subtracting 3 in our problem, we want to do the opposite, or the inverse operation. The opposite of subtracting 3 would be to add 3. So the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. So we're going to add 3 to both sides. If we are subtracting 3 and adding 3, those two undo each other, so we just have k. And that would then be equal to 1 plus 3, which is 4. You can see that if we plug this back in to check our solution, we can then see if we're correct. So we plug in 4 for k, and 4 minus 3 equals 1. Now for number 6, we have n minus 10 equals 4. So we'll look at the side of the equation that has our variable, which is the left-hand side, n minus 10. Since we are subtracting 10, the inverse operation would be to add, so we'll add 10. We're going to do the opposite. We need to add 10 to both sides. So on the left-hand side, if we're subtracting 10 and then adding 10, those will undo each other, so we just have n. And that then would be equal to 4 plus 10, which is 14. Again, if we want to check our solution, we'll take 14 and put it in for n, and 14 minus 10 equals 4. Now let's look at number 7. We have 15 equals r minus 6. We want to look at the side of the equation that has our variable, which is this time the right-hand side. We have r minus 6. Since we are subtracting 6 with our variable, we need to do the inverse operation. So the opposite or the inverse of subtraction is addition. So we're going to add 6. We'll add 6 to both sides. On the right-hand side, we just have r because these undo each other. And on the left-hand side, 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 equals r is the same thing as saying r equals 21. These are the same. If we take this 21 and put it in our equation for r, 21 minus 6 is 15. Now we're going to solve equations using subtraction. So for number 8, we have s plus 8 equals 17. We need to find the side of our equation that has our variable, which is the left-hand side for this equation, and we are adding 8 on that side. So we need to do the inverse of addition, which is subtraction, so we're going to subtract 8. We will do this on both sides. Plus 8 minus 8 undo each other, so we just have s, and 17 minus 8 is 9. Now if we take this 9, we can put it into our equation, and 9 plus 8 does equal 17. For number 9, we have 9 equals y plus 6. We need to find the side of the equation that has our variable, which this time is the right-hand side. We have y plus 6. This plus 6 we need to undo, so if we're adding 6, we would subtract 6. That's the inverse operation. So we'll subtract 6 from both sides, and 9 minus 6 is 3, and that then would be equal to y. Plus 6 minus 6 will undo each other, so we just have y. If you want to rewrite this, you can rewrite this as y equals 3. Now we can take this 3 and we can put it back into our equation, and we have 9 equals 3 plus 6, and 3 plus 6 does equal 9. And now for number 10, we have 13 plus m equals 20. We need to find the variable, so we have m and it's on the left-hand side, so we need to look at this 13. To undo the 13, we would need to subtract 13, because we know that 13 minus 13 is 0, and that's how we're just left with m. So we'll subtract 13 on both sides, and on the left-hand side, since this 13 minus 13 equals 0, we just have our m, and 20 minus 13 is 7, so m equals 7. We can take the 7 and put it back in for our m, and we have 13 plus 7 equals 20, and that is correct.